Before the sculpting, before the casting, there was an idea to bring ancient warrior back to life in resin. And this is the story behind our Varangian Guard miniature, who he was, why I have made him, and what makes him different from anything else on your tabletop. I'm Brother-Vinni. We produce and sell wargame miniatures, dark art in 28mm. How actually in general this series appeared? I will tell you. In Italy, you know Italy, the Roman Empire, pizza, wine, there is some good man, his name is Stefano. He is one of my best customers in fact. Maybe you know, I also scout miniatures to order. All info about it you can find in our web store. So, Stefano ordered me to scout some miniatures for him, and I also have rights to sell copies by myself. We already have made a lot of miniatures together, and now we are working at Varangian Guard. Some miniatures come from Stefano, some I made by my own initiative, because I should complete any set of miniatures to 4 figures to make it suitable for playing Saga. It's a very nice example when the customer and the artisan find each other, because the task that comes from Stefano is absolutely the thing that I like to scout. This Varangian Guard actually looks very interesting, especially that ones who come from the north by themselves not very long ago, because they wear some kind of mixed equipment. It's a Viking fashion as a base, with some Byzantium armor and decoration added, and it depicts the essence of these warriors very good. First, let's have a short look to the master model. This miniature is sculpted traditional way by hands of polymer clay. For small things like this, I usually use Fimo. It's it's product of Germany, polymer clay, and I strongly prefer it because of some reasons. First one is that it's baking clay, not self-hardening. I like to work with this very much because the time doesn't press me when I'm working. It means that I can sculpt any detail as long as I want and then bake it in any moment, so I'm absolutely free and I like it. So I strongly prefer baking clays, not self-hardening. Second reason is that after baking, Fimo is plastic enough. It means that it allows me to cut miniature very easy. Without any hazard, it will be destroyed or cracked. Because when I produce miniatures, after I complete sculpting, I should cut it to the different parts for future molding and casting. It's a very important part, important stage of producing miniatures. About the color, as you can see, this figure is made of different colors, but actually it means nothing. It doesn't matter. About color, I can say only one thing. It should be comfortable for your eyes when you are sculpting. So you can mix any color. It should be kind of neutral. For example, here we can see that it's terracotta, and here it's a gray. It should not be very dark. It should not be very light. Something neutral. Okay, another thing that I want to say about this miniature, it's why this miniature is very good for painting. Now I try to explain you what I mean. When I scout miniature by hands, not with the computer, I have no possibility to zoom my work endlessly. And it means that I work in the same scale, in the same space with the future customer of this miniature, with a person who will hold this figure in hands and try to paint it. It means that details that I sculpt on the figure would not too small or too thin for painting, because I have the same hands and the same eyes with you when I work at this figure. Also, by the same reason, I keep a very good and correct wargaming proportion, because I see the same figure that you will see when you put it on the tabletop. Because of this, Brother-Vinni miniatures are very good balanced for painting and wargaming. Okay, about casting and cutting this miniature. As you know, when I produce miniatures, one of the common stages is casting miniatures, multiplying, because I want to make a lot of copies to send it to all customers. So almost each miniature should be cutted more or less before molding. As you can see, this miniature, as the most of my human-like figures, has separated arms. I do it by two reasons. First, from the one side, it's for me, it's for easy molding and casting, and from other side, I believe that separated parts make a paint job much more comfortable too, especially if we speak about parts that partially cover the body, like this X, for example. So I guess it's much more comfortable for the customer first paint the body and only then mount the X. Okay, a short word about casting. For multiplying my miniatures, I use a classical resin casting. It means that we make silicone molds and then use a vacuum chamber for casting resin. It's a special and very interesting thing, and at this moment I already have made a new video about it, where I explain in details this process. Subscribe to our channel and don't skip this video. At this moment, I can only demonstrate you a mold for casting. Silicone mold made of mold marks. And also, I can show you one of the most pleasant stages of producing miniatures. I mean releasing the resin copy from the mold. If the mold is new enough, it's just a delight. Let's have a look. Thank you for attention. If you are interested in how I have sculpted this miniature, we already have a series of videos in our channel. Please subscribe. And in future we will make much more interesting videos about wargaming miniatures, about sculpting, assembling, and also wargame events. Keep abreast, and goodbye!